Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Today I want to kind of break down the mechanics of the log press. Now I'm going to start this by saying I am not an expert. I am just someone who has competed for the last few years. I've helped others. I've gotten within 10 pounds of the state log press record, but was beat out by a world champion. I am mediocre to slightly above average on the log press in my opinion. That being said, I have helped several others get their log press to new levels. I've had people come in, tell me their PRs, I tweak just a few things, and then they hit a new PR that day. A lot of it is technique, and I'm going to walk you through the basic techniques that I used to get to where I am. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure that you have the right equipment. Now, I'm going to demonstrate without all my equipment right now because I don't want to feel like dragging it out and sliding it on. But knee sleeves, highly recommend because there is a lot of explosion in the knees. Elbow sleeves if you can, because there is a lot of overhead pressing, locking out. You don't want to hyperextend any elbows. And then a belt is always recommended. This is my favorite tool when I'm doing a log press, and I'll explain later. But if you have one, a grip shirt. So a grip shirt will help with a lot of the rolling it up into position. Now, when you are getting set with a log press, and I'm stealing a lot of this from friends of mine who've taught me. Shout out to Todd, Tyler, Trey, Jeremy, everybody that's helped me along the way. When you approach the log, today we're using a rogue, you're going to try to get your feet about your knees in line with the handles. You're going to get a wide base, not too wide where you're not able to really get a good explosion, but a solid, slightly, I would go slightly wider than like a squat, all right? So I'm going to put my belt on, but not as tight as it'll go. This isn't so much to build pressure, but it's creating a shelf for the log to sit on. In a second, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to demonstrate from kind of this angle, and then I'm going to demonstrate from the side, and then we're going to run back through, okay? So you're going to stand here, knees in line with the handles, toes slightly pointed out. You're going to grab the handle with it facing away from you. Now here, you're going to deadlift up. Go ahead and get the full extension and then squat back down. Here, elbows should be pointing to the ceiling. Now I'm going to try to squeeze this as tight as I can to my body, and I'm going to use my belt as a shelf. So when I've got it here, I've got it sitting on this belt. So I'm going to deadlift up, back down, put that belt underneath it. So see here, it's kind of weird looking, but you're not going to stop here. But see here, I'm just holding it to my body. The belt is holding most of the weight. Lift, elbows to the ceiling, roll it up the body. Now from here, you're going to slight bend in the knees and press through. Let me show you what that looks like from the side. Okay, so from the side, when you're getting set, again, knees in line with the handles, handles facing away from you slightly, you are going to deadlift up, squat down, hook the belt, and roll it up the body. Now you're not curling. This right here is 135 pounds empty. It's not something you want to curl and tear your bicep. You're going to leverage that motion, the hip thrust, rolling it up the body, and you're tucking your elbows underneath, getting them close together. You don't want to get so close that they're trying to touch, but you want to tuck them in tight. You don't want them out wide, in a good power position. So we're going to do this again. Up to the chest, and you see here, it's under my chin. If I'm here, I'm having to hold it to keep from rolling back down. You want this under your chin, and you're looking up. You're not looking out at, you're not looking at the bar, you're not looking at the crowd, you're looking straight up. So, and then from here, as I squat, I'm keeping it in line straight through. Now it's very important that you try to build a good explosion with your legs. And I'm not going to teach you how to split jerk or anything in this video. I just want you to use your leg drive. Now, what I mean by that, I'm going to demonstrate everything up until the lockout. And I'm going to use just legs I'm not going to use my arm strength at all or my shoulder strength. I'm just going to use the explosion of my leg and show you how far that it can come off of your chest just by using your legs properly. So as you see, no arm strength, no shoulder strength, no pressing strength. All explosion through the body, keeping it in line, and it got a good bit off my chest. From there, I can initiate all of my upper body strength to press through. Now, I've seen different people recommend different things when it comes to when to put your head through the lockout. And what that means is when you are at this point, your head's got to be through and looking at your judge. That's the best way to get a down call. But do you want to do it too early? I don't like that. I've heard people say get your head through as quick as possible. I prefer to know that it's in position and then look down. Now you'll see people like Mitch Hooper who will press it and then stand up. You can do that, go for it. But I like to explode and even kind of catch it with soft knees. So that is the basic intro to log press. It's what I show everybody, and then there's a few things that from there that I keep hammering home. Okay, so just a few things to remember throughout the whole process. You want to get this to where it's second nature, so really hammering home those techniques over and over again with lighter weight will allow you to not think about it when you're doing the heavier weight. So that's the basic mechanics. There's things like breathing that come into play. When you're doing this, I recommend taking deep breaths before, deadlifting, catch your breath, sit down within your lap, take 2 to 3 big breaths, and then hold it, brace, rack the bar, and then explode through to catch your breath there. If you re-brace here, it's a lot harder to get back into that position. So if you're holding it here and you take a breath, your abdominal wall is going to relax a little bit, and you're not going to be able to have the same amount of pressure that you had from when you started all the way up. Now, it's not detrimental. It's not going to be guaranteed you fail if you take a breath in the right position, but it tends to be harder. Biggest thing is don't black out. If you feel like you need to breathe, breathe, okay? Now, when you're getting into that push press position and you're ready to dip down, what you don't want to do is knees forward. So if I'm holding the log in the rack position, remember, under the chin, not here. But if I go knees forward and squat, you see it rolls forward. It's going to dip forward. It's going to be a lot of strength to hold this in place. Whereas if I turn my feet out and go knees out, everything stays in line. And I can just drive through. So I tell all my athletes and all my people I work with, think of a plie, ballet. All right, you're not toes forward, knees bending, squatting the log. Your toes pointed outward, so slightly outward, rack position, and your knees are not going this way, they're going this way. So you keep everything in line and explode through. Okay, so breathing, bracing at the right place, using that leg drive to initiate all that momentum. All that's going to help you get to the point where you just have to lock out. Now, once you progress further, you can start looking into split squats, or not, sorry. You can start looking into split jerking. You can start looking into how to dip in underneath the bar. But for now, I think it's best to get the fundamentals down, learn that, and then you can start adding on to the other stuff. Now, if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment down below. Again, I'm not an expert. I am just someone who's done it a lot, and I've helped others. Now, you may see a coach that's seasoned. You may see a world strongest man competitor who has set records tell you something different than me. Again, I'm not saying I know better than them. I'm just giving you the information that I was given, stuff that I've learned along the way on my own, and stuff that I've put together to help other people's progress. All right? Hope you have a wonderful day. If you like this type of content, leave a comment down below, let me know. I'll walk you through some other strongman stuff or some other exercises. We have a lot here to offer, and if you're in the Central Alabama area, look us up, Ellison Fitness Innovations. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.
Just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.